Ted Hart, followed by Lisa Larrabee, followed by Roland LeBrun. Morning, Mr. Hart.
Good morning. I would be commenting on the 2018 draft business plan. The plan opens with a letter from CEO Brian Kelly and, quote, 10 years ago when the state went to the polls to decide whether the system would, excuse me, I've got my glasses are locked up here. To decide whether that the state should build a high-speed rail system, they voted yes. They did so because they recognized that an environmentally clean, fast, and efficient high-speed rail system would, and then et cetera, et cetera. 51% voted yes, but you failed to acknowledge what they voted for is not what they got. Millions of voters consulted the 2008 Voter Information Guide before making a decision. Voting yes, the voters authorized $9.95 billion in funds to construct an 800-mile statewide rail system to cost about $45 billion, with the balance from the feds, private investors, and others. A yes established an agreement between the voter and high-speed rail, an agreement which the High-Speed Rail Authority has broken. In 2018, 10 years later, these costs increased to an unbelievable $120 billion for an entire statewide rail system, and there's no evidence of outside funding to complete the project. This amounts to approximately $3,000 for every man, woman, and child in the state, and will cost a family of four approximately $12,000 for the right to then buy a ticket to ride on the train. I stood before this board in 2009, 2012, 2014, and 2016 and brought up the same concerns regarding the cost and funding. Those concerns have never been addressed. Why not? Those yes voters deserve transparency. They need to weigh in on an outcome for which they did not vote yes. In following Brian Kelly's recent statements regarding complete transparency, I request the following sentence be placed in the front of the 2018 business plan. Quote, "The cost of the 800-mile statewide rail system is now estimated to be about $120 billion. And we are unable to identify the sources of funding necessary to complete this project." My reason for this request is that all 106 pages of the 2018 business plan are irrelevant until this statement is addressed. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Hart.